A growing number of Toronto cyclists involved in road rage incidents with drivers are turning to private civil action to get their day in court. They say that few charges, if any, are laid and they feel let down by the justice system. The CBC's Lee-Shanok has more.
It was gridlock rush hour. He pulled in the bike lane and he just floored it to beat traffic, and then he tried to cut back into traffic.
When this musician saw a car driving erratically on this part of Richmond Street last summer, he decided to speak up.
And so when I was passing him, I told the guy, like, dude, you're gonna kill somebody driving like that. I understand it's gridlock, but you shouldn't be driving 500 miles an hour in the bike lane.
He says in response, the driver rammed him and took off.
Basically, he was using his car as a weapon.
Police charged the man with dangerous driving and assault. But when the case came up for trial this week, Cavalluzzo showed up, but the driver did not.
So there's a bench warrant out for him. Hopefully he'll face some sort of justice.
Cavalluzzo is filing a civil suit against the driver, and he's not the only cyclist going this route. Last summer, the cyclist gave a dirty look to a car blocking a bike lane on the Martin Goodman Trail. His helmet cam caught what happens next.
I just had a bad feeling when I saw him waiting there and he wasn't moving. And then I think at the last second, I just braced myself for the impact.
Police charged the driver with failing to yield as well as leaving the scene of an accident. But the cyclist believes he should face more serious charges.
To me, I felt like, the legal system let me down, the law let me down here.
In this case, the cyclist didn't believe justice was done for what happened here. So he and a growing number of cyclists are taking matters into their own hands. This man, who calls himself the biking lawyer, is helping 4 cyclists bring multi-million-dollar lawsuits against alleged road raging drivers. He says civil cases can fill what he calls a gap in enforcement.
Oftentimes, charges aren't laid or followed through with. Either they fall through the cracks, or our justice system, already overburdened, just doesn't have the resources to pursue these kind of claims.
And while he tells his clients to assist the police and work with prosecutors, he says filing a civil suit is an option since the burden of proof is not as high as in criminal cases. And getting a big settlement can get drivers, or at least their insurance companies, to take notice. Lee-Shanok, CBC News, Toronto.